Hello everyone, and welcome to my review of Mafia the Definitive Edition. Mafia the Definitive Edition is actually a remake of the original Mafia the City of Lost Heaven that came out in 2002 for PC and later for PlayStation 2 and Xbox. So this is actually one of the first games I have ever played and is definitely the biggest surprise this year. So in the game you have story mode, which has 20 missions and some side quests, and the free ride mode, and you have Car Cyclopedia, which allows you to look at your cars which you have in your garage and their stats. So in the original you also had a free ride mode. The free ride mode and free ride mode extreme, which was in the original, is now combined in the remake. So let's first talk about the story, and I won't spoil it much for you because this really is a story that you have to experience. The game takes place in a fictional city called Lost Heaven between 1930s and 1940s. It's definitely inspired by American towns like Chicago. You're Tommy Angelo, and you're just a regular cab driver until one night two guys appear out of nowhere and demand of you to drive them to safety. And soon after that you become part of Salieri family. The story is actually the same as it was in the original, with some tweaks and some changes which I think really feel refreshed. Some characters, like Sarah, feel more believable and alive. The characters' faces and their voices have been completely changed, some for good and some for bad, but that's you to decide who feels better. But overall, the game really feels authentic, and the story and characters feel believable. It is a story that you should definitely experience on your own. So, the gameplay features are a lot like Mafia 3. So, lots of shooting and cover system they're really the same, and animations, executions, the combat overall, it's like Mafia 3. And I know that many people dislike Mafia 3, but I have to say that Mafia 3, even though it has its repetitive moments, it has really good missions. Some missions are really good, and it has its moments. So the gameplay is either shooting or driving or exploring the world. And the world of this game is really beautiful and it's huge. It has its limitations. It's a linear world. It's not an open world like GTA 5. But even though there aren't many things to do in free ride mode, you can go visit Lucas Bertone and get some hidden vehicles or do some secret missions which give you some extreme cars, like one that I will show you right now. But that's basically it. I just hope that the developers patched this game in terms of bugs, and I hope they put some money in the game so I can go to a shop and buy some clothes or upgrade my vehicles. The graphics, as I said, look absolutely amazing. A lot of time has been put in this game, and you can see that. Lots of details in this game. So this isn't a perfect game, and they're never going to be a perfect game. And it has lots of bugs and it has lots of glitches, but that's alright. There are new things like a motorcycle, which feels really great and refreshing. But there are things that have downgraded the game in my opinion, and it's fault of nowadays gaming industry. Like there is a minimap and a GPS system telling you where to go, what to do, which in the original you did not have that. You had all the freedom. I mean, of course you can maybe turn that off, but still, it's like the classic mode. Like, why do you put that? That's so unnecessary. And like in the first mission, there's like a chase scene, like other mobsters are chasing you and you have to learn to use the shortcuts. Okay, no problem, I'll use the shortcuts. But the thing is, whenever you use a shortcut, there's a cutscene that appears, and the game just takes control from the player, making the player feel like you have escaped them, but you actually didn't. And like in some other chase scenes, you have like an infinite number of ammo, which is really ridiculous. And like the racing mission is like it's made in hell. It's insane. It's so difficult to finish. I've tried like really a lot, like 3 to 4 hours, and it was really difficult, and it really feels like impossible to finish. But do these things make the game feel bad? I really don't think so. I think that this is a remake that really can satisfy old fans of the game and the newcomers. Just because this game is open world doesn't mean it's not linear. And even though it has its limits, that's the point of the game. It's not like GTA, of course, but this is also an old game. It's not a new game. People shouldn't confuse that. This is an old game with its old story from 2002, 18 years ago. And it's well worth the remake. Like, they have really done a great job on this. I really did enjoy this game in the whole playthrough, and the story and characters feel believable. In my opinion, it's really worth buying, and I mean, it's just $40. I definitely think I'm going to be playing it after this. I'm definitely playing the free ride mode. I want to finish everything. I want to get the platinum, and I think the developers have done very great job on this, even though it has its flaws, like every game. Like, let's face it, even though there are games like Red Dead Redemption, there are games like, I don't know, Witcher 3 or Skyrim, there are lots of gamers today who get easily offended by just a criticism, and criticism can be good, it can be bad, but we have to face the facts. This is a great remake, and it puts you back in the shoes of Tommy Angelo, and it puts you in that timeline. It really makes you feel that you're there. There are even trains in this game that you can go on a ride, and also, what are they called? Trams? I'm not sure. You can even be a taxi driver in the game. Like, this is really a well-made remake, and I think, in my opinion, especially because it's $40, because nowadays, like, let's be honest, many game developers are trying to milk the cow, so to say, and they're trying to get as much as money as they can. Games like NBA and FIFA, even though they have good gameplay, good graphics, they have elements that are just copy-pasted, and that's not good. I mean, for them it is, but it's just ruining the game industry. And there are many examples like those, but I won't bother you with that. The point is, this game isn't $60, it's just $40. That's like, what, 35 euros? That's not expensive for this kind of a game. Even though it's just a remake, it feels old and new, which is a really good thing. It gives you feeling of that old school gaming. So, in my opinion, as I already have said, this game is definitely worth buying, and I will play everything, finish everything. I want to get the platinum, like, so I really hope that you have enjoyed this video, and I also made a Twitch I made a Twitch profile. I'm not sure if I should do some live streams, so write me down in the comments if you think I should. I will leave the link of my Twitch profile in the description, and I will leave the link of this game in the description if you're interested in buying it. So let me know down in the comments if you have any questions about the game, and I will see you in the next video. Until then,